Sony's CEO blamed the press for the fall,
saying Madam Web wasn't bad at all.
But with Spider-Manless spin-offs falling apart,
their strategy's failure was clear from the start.
Before we get into today's video, please make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons because YouTube seems to hate our channel.
So offer up your subscriptions to break the algorithm curse.
And now, on to the video.
No frickin' duh.
And if you see on the right, it says, it's the Sony CEO going, are Madam Web and Kraven terrible movies? No, it's the critics who are wrong.
Why are these people so stupid?
I will say, I gotta give him a little credit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't blame the fans, which, to be fair, the fans didn't like the stuff either.
But fans are also technically critics.
To some degree, but, like, he specifically said the mainstream media brutalized it and ripped them apart, and they're all good movies that I don't know why.
The guy's delusional, is what he is.
He's, like, crying about how Madam Web did well on Netflix, and it's like, everybody talks about how it's a meme. There is literally nothing of value in the movie.
Not at all. Except Sydney Sweeney, because it launched her career.
Yes, and you know what launched her career? Making fun of the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And yes, Venom did do okay. And yes, there were some heavy criticisms leveled at Venom and stuff like that. But honestly, a lot of these movies, the secret is not that you need to reboot them or that it was the mean bad critics or the mean fans. It was that they were not good.
And also because they didn't have Spider-Man.
Yeah, and here's the craziest part. They could have had Spider-Man.
It literally could have been Spider-Man fighting the villains, but from the villains' point of view. Why didn't they do that? If they're doing all of this to keep the licensing for Spider-Man movies, why not have Spider-Man in said movies?
Or focus on a different Spider-Man. Ben Reilly, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Man Noir.
Or Kane, or Spider-Woman, or hell, any of the others. For all we know, seriously, they could even do a Miles Morales one if they wanted.
They're planning to, but the thing is, like, this is a ridiculous thing. There is no need to make these movies. If you could put Spider-Man in them, why wouldn't you? Even having a cameo would have gotten people invested. And I saw something online that I wanted to call out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
People said the downfall of the Sony Spider-Manless universe was Morbius. And based on their information they gave, I actually tend to agree.
Why?
It's going to sound crazy. Yes, the movies didn't need to be made to begin with, but the Venom ones were doing well. The Morbius one really broke people because of that one image in the trailer that showed Spider-Man painted on the wall with murderer over it. Do you remember that?
Now that you mention it, yes, I do.
That was in the trailer. They clickbaited that it was in the actual universe of Marvel, and then it wasn't. They removed it for the movie.
Why? That's so stupid!
You literally clickbaited that Morbius would be set within the actual MCU because you had Spider-Man and Murderer, and then you removed that entire part from the movie, or you painted it over because you weren't allowed to do that. But because you put that out there, a lot of people got very hyped for it because of the connections. And that's one of the main reasons why it became, not just because it was a bad movie, became a meme because you guys literally clickbaited. And you did the same thing for Venom. You did the same thing for Venom. Oh, he's in the MCU. Oops, now he's not.
Idiots.
Come on, this is ridiculous. Like, you guys could have had Spider-Man. It doesn't have to be, it could be Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire. You could bring any of them. You could make a new Spider-Man. We don't even have to know who's in the suit.
True. Very true.
It's so ridiculous. And it's just funny because it's like, the reason your movies failed was because you guys are failures. That's the main reason. You guys are failures, and you're like, we're going to rethink this. Here's a thought, okay? Cheaper and easier. Open the trash can, put all the movie ideas you have for the Spider-Verse or whatever into the trash, and get rid of them. And make another Spider-Man movie. What? With Spider-Man?
Seriously, just make a Spider-Man movie. We all know you can. But they're not going to because they're dumb, as I said. I don't know what it is with corporates, but they really don't know how to change their approach to things, do they?
Share with your crew, escape life's hell. From spooky memes to advice obscure, here's your dark solace of humor as a cure.